Hello and welcome to Mindfully Stoic, where we discuss the art of living a good life. My name is Ryan, and today we are going to have some fun with ChatGPT. How are we going to do that, you ask? Well, we are going to put different philosophers from different time periods. We're going to put them together and create a conversation using AI. So let's get started. So I was thinking the first one should be Marcus Aurelius and Albert Camus, some of my favorite philosophers. So let's create a conversation between Albert Camus and Marcus Aurelius. Okay. And I'll get the text-to-speech going. Okay. Let's do right there. Okay.
Albert Camus. Greetings, Marcus Aurelius. It is an honor to be able to engage in a conversation with you. Marcus Aurelius. Greetings to you as well, Albert Camus. I must admit, I am not familiar with your work. Could you tell me a little about yourself and your philosophy? Albert Camus. Certainly. I am a philosopher and writer from the 20th century, and my philosophy centers around the concept of the absurd. I believe that life is inherently meaningless and that the search for meaning is a futile endeavor. Instead, we must embrace the absurdity of existence and find our own purpose in life. Marcus Aurelius. Interesting. I too have pondered the meaning of life, and I have found that the pursuit of virtue and living in accordance with nature are the keys to a fulfilling life. Albert Camus. I can see how your philosophy could be seen as a form of existentialism. However, I believe that living in accordance with nature can also be seen as a way of accepting the absurdity of existence. Marcus Aurelius. How so? Albert Camus. Well, if we accept that life is inherently meaningless, then living in accordance with nature can be seen as a way of living in harmony with the natural world and embracing the randomness and unpredictability of existence. Marcus Aurelius.
First of all, I love how, kind of realistic this could be, because, obviously Marcus Aurelius lived before Albert Camus, but he's like, hey, I'm not familiar with your work. Anyways, I feel like it's pretty spot on as far as the gist of their philosophies, but let's continue.
Aurelius, I see what you mean. However, I still believe that the pursuit of virtue and the cultivation of wisdom are essential for a fulfilling life. Albert Camus. I don't disagree with you, Marcus. In fact, I think that the pursuit of personal values and goals is an important part of embracing the absurdity of existence. We must create our own meaning in life, and that includes striving for virtue and wisdom. Marcus Aurelius. I agree. It seems that our philosophies are not so different after all.
I feel like all of these are going to end like an after-school special, oh yeah, it seems like our philosophies are not so different after all. Anyways, we'll see how the other ones go. Let's continue.
Albert Camus. Indeed, it is always fascinating to see how different thinkers from different time periods can come to similar conclusions. Thank you for this enlightening conversation, Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius. Thank you as well, Albert Camus. It has been a pleasure speaking with you.
It's like, they just passed each other in a hallway or something, and they're like, oh, let's have a conversation about philosophy. Anyway, see you later. Hey, that's pretty good, though. Nice. Let's do... I'm trying to think of our next one. Let's start a conversation there between the Buddha and Seneca. All right, see how this one goes. Start here and read aloud.
Buddha. Greetings, Seneca. It's an honor to meet you. Seneca. The honor is mine, Buddha. I've read much about your teachings and have found them to be quite insightful. Buddha. Thank you, Seneca. I have also read some of your work on Stoicism, and I find that we have many similarities in our philosophies. Seneca. Yes, I believe so. We both seek to help people find inner peace and contentment. Buddha. Indeed, inner peace is a key element of my teachings. I believe that the source of all suffering is desire, and that we must learn to let go of our attachment to material possessions and other worldly desires in order to achieve inner peace. Seneca. I agree that desire can be a source of suffering. In Stoicism, we talk about the importance of living in accordance with nature and accepting what is outside of our control. Buddha. Yes, I see the similarities there. In Buddhism, we also believe in the importance of accepting what is and not trying to control the uncontrollable. Seneca, that's a wise approach. But what about those who are suffering from poverty, illness, or other external circumstances? How can they find inner peace? Buddha.
Feel like he's giving him a softball question, but anyways, continue, Buddha.
Buddha, it's true that external circumstances can be difficult to overcome. But I believe that even in the most challenging of situations, we can find inner peace by focusing on our thoughts and emotions. By changing our inner world, we can change our outer world. Seneca, that's a powerful message. In Stoicism, we also believe that our thoughts and emotions are within our control, even if external circumstances are not. Buddha, I think we both agree that the key to finding inner peace is to focus on what is within our control and let go of what is not. Seneca, indeed, it seems that our philosophies have much in common. Thank you for this enlightening conversation, Buddha. Buddha, and thank you, Seneca. It's always a pleasure to speak with someone who shares similar views.
Hey everyone, real quick, if you want to support me and my channel, head over to Mindfully Stoic on Etsy, and there you'll find t-shirts, mugs, and my Pathways to Meaning journal. Let's get back to the podcast. Not too bad.
Regenerate response.
All right, okay. Not too bad. Very cordial. Let's have a conversation between Epictetus and... I don't even... Comment below if I spelled that correctly. I can Google it, but I'm too lazy. Let's try it out. Epictetus and Nietzsche. Okay. Let's try it out.
Epictetus. Greetings, Nietzsche.
Epictetus.
I have read some of your work and find it quite interesting. Nietzsche. Thank you, Epictetus. I have also read...
How does it say Nietzsche correctly and not Epictetus? I don't know. Continue on.
Some of your work on Stoicism, and I believe we have much to discuss. Epictetus. Yes, I believe so too. We both share a desire to help people achieve personal growth and fulfillment. Growth and fulfillment. Nietzsche. Indeed. But while you focus on self-discipline and living in accordance with nature, I emphasize the importance of embracing our passions and desires. Epictetus. I see. But isn't there a danger in allowing our passions to take control of our lives? Nietzsche. There is always a danger, but I believe that true personal growth and fulfillment can only be achieved by embracing our passions and desires, rather than suppressing them. Epictetus. I understand what you mean, but as a Stoic, I believe in the importance of self-control and discipline. We must strive to be in control of our emotions and desires, rather than letting them control us. Nietzsche. But isn't that a form of repression?
Hey, these are some good questions. Nietzsche's playing hardball here. Well, I like this.
Repression. By suppressing our desires, aren't we denying a fundamental part of ourselves? Epictetus. I don't see it as repression. Rather, I see it as a way of achieving inner peace and contentment. By learning to control our desires, we can achieve a state of tranquility and serenity. Nietzsche. But isn't that a form of resignation? By denying our desires, aren't we denying life itself? Epictetus. I don't believe so. Stoicism is about embracing life in all its forms, but in a way that is rational and virtuous. We must learn to accept what is outside of our control, while focusing on what is within our control. Nietzsche. I see what you mean. But I still believe that we must embrace our passions and desires, even if it means taking risks and facing the possibility of failure. Epictetus. I understand your point of view, Nietzsche. But I believe that true personal growth and fulfillment come not from giving in to our passions, but from learning to control them and use them in a rational and virtuous way. Nietzsche. Well said, Epictetus. It seems that we have much to learn from each other's
There's the silver lining right here.
Philosophies. Epictetus. Agreed, Nietzsche. Thank you for this stimulating conversation.
Nice. Okay, nice. Let's see. Real quick, comment below if you want to see more videos like this, or if you can think of any other philosophers that you'd like to do next. Some people would argue these next two people aren't philosophers, whatever, but they're a little bit more modern, and I don't think they had any interactions, but let's have a conversation between Jordan Peterson and Christopher Hitchens. Try it out.
Jordan Peterson, greetings, Christopher. It's an honor to meet you. Christopher Hitchens, likewise, Jordan. I have read some of your work and find it quite interesting. Jordan Peterson, thank you, Christopher. I admire your ability to engage in reasoned debate and your commitment to rational inquiry. Christopher Hitchens, and I admire your work on the importance of personal responsibility and the search for meaning in life. Jordan Peterson, indeed. I believe that personal responsibility is the foundation of a meaningful life. Christopher Hitchens, I agree that personal responsibility is important, but I also believe in the importance of questioning authority and challenging traditional beliefs. Jordan Peterson, I understand what you mean. But I also believe that tradition and culture have an important role to play in providing individuals with a sense of purpose and meaning. Christopher Hitchens, but what if those traditions and cultures are based on irrational or oppressive beliefs? Jordan Peterson, I agree that not all traditions and cultures are beneficial or healthy. But I believe that we should not throw out the baby with the bathwater. We must examine and critique our traditions and cultures, while also recognizing their value and significance.
One way to know that this is fake is Jordan Peterson has said a statement with such few words. Anyways, continue on.
Significance. Christopher Hitchens, I see what you mean. But I also believe that reason and science are the best tools for understanding the world and finding meaning in life. Jordan Peterson, I agree that reason and science are important. But I also believe that there are certain aspects of human experience, such as art, literature, and mythology, that cannot be fully understood through reason alone. Christopher Hitchens, I understand your point of view, Jordan. But I still believe that we should rely on reason and evidence, rather than myths or superstitions, to guide our understanding of the world. Jordan Peterson, I don't disagree with that, Christopher. But I believe that myths and stories have a deep psychological and cultural significance that we should not ignore. Christopher Hitchens, well said, Jordan. It seems that we have much to learn from each other's perspectives. Jordan Peterson, indeed, Christopher. Thank you for this engaging conversation.
All right. I feel like every conversation we had ends, it seems that we have much to learn from each other's perspectives. Anyways, I doubt that's how a conversation would go. Maybe similar, but who knows? Anyways, well, that's probably it for this video. If you'd like to see more videos like this, comment below which philosophers you'd like to see next. Anyways, thanks for watching Mindfully Stoic.